Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. If you are born poor, it's not your mistake. But if you die poor, it's your mistake. Life is not fair. Get used to it. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. To win big, you sometimes have to take big risks. I choose a lazy person to do a hard job. Because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Power comes not from knowledge kept, but from knowledge shared. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Only through focus can you do world-class things, no matter how capable you are. We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Patience is a key element of success. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act. Be nice to nerds. Chances are you'll end up working for one. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. If you think your teacher is tough, wait till you get a boss. He doesn't have tenure. Television is not real life. In real life, people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs. DNA is like a computer program, but far, far more advanced than any software ever created. We need to accomplish something gigantic we have never done before, much faster than we have ever done anything similar. In terms of doing things, I take a fairly scientific approach to why things happen and how they happen. I don't know if there's a God or not. Our success has really been based on partnerships from the very beginning. I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one. Exposure from a young age to the realities of the world is a super big thing. People always fear change. People feared electricity when it was invented, didn't they? We make the future sustainable when we invest in the poor, not when we insist on their suffering. Personally, I'd like to see more of our leaders take a technocratic approach to solving our biggest problems. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. Like my friend, Warren Buffett, I feel particularly lucky to do something every day that I love to do. He calls it tap dancing to work. I failed in some subjects in exam, but my friend passed in all. Now, he is an engineer in Microsoft, and I am the owner of Microsoft. The cruel injustice is that even though the world's poor are doing essentially nothing to cause climate change, they're going to suffer the most from it. The vision is really about empowering workers, giving them all the information about what's going on, so they can do a lot more than they've done in the past. The belief that the world is getting worse, that we can't solve extreme poverty and disease, isn't just mistaken. It's harmful. Treatment without prevention is simply unsustainable. Expectations are a form of first-class truth. If people believe it, it's true. The most amazing philanthropists are people who are actually making a significant sacrifice. We have to find a way to make the aspects of capitalism that serve wealthier people serve poorer people as well. Legacy is a stupid thing. I don't want a legacy. Lectures should go from being like the family singing around the piano to high-quality concerts. Discrimination has a lot of layers that make it tough for minorities to get a leg up. When a country has the skill and self-confidence to take action against its biggest problems, it makes outsiders eager to be a part of it. Money has no utility to me beyond a certain point. When you have money in hand, only you forget who are you. But when you do not have any money in your hand, the whole world forgets who you are. It's life. Measuring programming progress by lines of code is like measuring aircraft building progress by weight. I was lucky to be involved and get to contribute to something that was important, which is empowering people with software. At Microsoft, there are lots of brilliant ideas, but the image is that they all come from the top. I'm afraid that's not quite right. Effective philanthropy requires a lot of time and creativity, the same kind of focus and skills that building a business requires. Software is a great combination between artistry and engineering. Don't make the same decision twice. Spend time and thought to make a solid decision the first time, so that you don't revisit the issue unnecessarily. If your culture doesn't like geeks, you are in real trouble. Computers are great, because when you're working with them, you get immediate results that let you know if your program works. It's feedback you don't get from many other things. If you give people tools, and they use their natural abilities and their curiosity, they will develop things in ways that will surprise you very much, beyond what you might have expected. Like almost everyone who uses email, I receive a ton of spam every day. Much of it offers to help me get out of debt, or get rich quick. It would be funny if it weren't so exciting. I can understand wanting to have millions of dollars. There's a certain freedom, meaningful freedom, that comes with that. But once you get much beyond that, I have to tell you, it's the same hamburger. There's no magic line between an application and an operating system that some bureaucrat in Washington should draw. It's like saying that as of 1932, cars didn't have radios in them, so they should never have radios in them.